Next piece I'll be talking about is Gemma Augustea. The city and country of work is most likely Rome. The specific location of the work currently is the Museum of Art History in Vienna. The artist responsible for the work is most likely, I can't speak Latin, but Dioscurides, or one of his disciples, who I couldn't find much information of him online, but I'm assuming he was Italian or Greek. Either one of those two. The medium of work is a low relief cameo engraved in gem cut from double layered Arabian onyx stone. The period of work is Roman. The historical relevance is the most commonly accepted origin story for this piece that is probably made in the court of Caesar Augustus. If this gem was made during his lifetime, it would perhaps have been made as a gift to a respected family or in a Roman province or a client kingdom. The period, how long it took to create is unknown, but it was created in the 2nd or 3rd decade of the 1st century AD. This work is important because the Gemma Augustea was the political and cultural product of the Augustan court in classical Rome. It is one of the most impressive carved cameos of a series of Roman gems representing imperial people. The defining characteristics of this work, it's one layer is white, while the other layer is bluish brown underneath. The story is set on 2 tiers, an upper and a lower, depicting the apotheos of Augustus. He is seated next to the goddess Roma, and both are trampling the armor of defeated enemies. The upper and lower scenes take place at different times and are basically a cause and effect of one another. The lower scene takes place at the northern frontiers just after the battle won by the Romans, who erect a victory trophy. Gathered prisoners of war waiting for their punishment in grief or begging for mercy at the hands of the assisting gods. The triumph on the battlefield precedes the triumph in the upper plate. The upper scene is a fusion of Rome, Olympus, and the world of cities. The historical contributions of the artist Dioscurides was, I guess, his favorite gem cutter. His work and copies of it are seen from all over the Roman world, but this one is his most popular, or well known. My personal observation is that it was a really unique layering of the stone. You normally don't see multicolored stone. If you do, it's in chunks, not in layers cut away from one another. And so the shadows, the ability to create shadows, probably a really intricate process. You have to make a very thin layer, it seemed which is really impressive, especially for the lack of technology that we've had at the time. I chose this work because I saw a lot of these types of gem carvings in the exhibit, and they looked really interesting, so you don't really see that anymore. But this one was definitely the most intricate, at least on display. To compare to other works in the period, during Augustus's reign, religious cults were revived, temples rebuilt, and a number of public ceremonies and customs reinstated. Craftsmen from all around the Mediterranean established workshops that were soon producing a range of objects, including silverware, gems, glass, of very high quality and originality. So the Gemma Augustea is just an excellent example of this progression in art and culture. Fun facts: under his rule, the Roman Empire doubled in size.